Heavy rain in a dense city quickly turns the streets into rivers. As the water creeps closer to the doorways of ground-floor apartments, the physical threat is obvious, but the actual crisis begins inside. Asha is 68 years old, diabetic, and lives entirely alone on the ground floor. At 11 p.m., the harsh, jarring tone of her phone breaks the silence with an official municipal flood warning. The generic text message advises her to simply avoid low-lying areas. For a city planner, that is sound logic. For an elderly diabetic already standing in a low-lying area, it is impossible advice. The cell network is weak. The power grid begins to flicker. Faced with rising water, Asha freezes. She doesn't know whether to stay, try to walk through the dark streets, call her son, or abandon her insulin in the fridge. A broadcast alert easily tells millions of people that danger has arrived. It completely fails to tell one vulnerable person exactly how to survive it. People spread unverified rumors, delay their evacuation to gather unnecessary items, and leave behind essential survival medication. This flowchart illustrates the core problem in modern disaster management, the action gap. An official warning successfully goes out, but there is a dangerous void between receiving that information and executing a safe action. Closing this void means intercepting municipal data and translating it into personalized, localized survival instructions. Last Mile Guardian is the intelligent layer designed to sit right inside that gap. It intercepts the official alert the moment it is issued, well before the panic sets in. This diagram shows how the system structures its logic. It ingests 3 distinct data blocks simultaneously: the generic text of the official alert, the specific medical and housing context of the user, and established disaster safety rules. All 3 flow directly into the Gemma 4 reasoning engine. Gemma 4 evaluates those variables to determine the absolute safest next steps for that exact individual, outputting a prioritized 3-step checklist that tells a diabetic user exactly what to grab and where to move. This is a rigid, structured reasoning protocol. It is not an open-ended conversational chatbot where you are forced to type out questions while water fills your living room. Generating a survival plan is useless if the user cannot receive it. During a severe storm, internet access drops, heavy smartphone apps refuse to load, and conserving battery power becomes critical. Last Mile Guardian defaults to the most resilient channel available: plain text SMS. A basic feature phone instantly receives a short, highly localized action card instructing the user to take their insulin and move to a higher floor. For those who cannot read text, the system utilizes secondary offline channels, triggering automated voice calls that read the exact same customized instructions aloud in the local language. These low-bandwidth delivery methods completely bypass the need for a user to navigate complex visual interfaces or wait for software updates while they are in active danger. An emergency tool only works if its delivery mechanism can survive the reality of the disaster itself. Zooming out from a single apartment, a city block holds thousands of vulnerable populations facing the exact same rising water, all with entirely different physical capabilities and needs. True personalization during a crisis means recognizing that a single warning requires drastically different actions from different people. But if a user is trapped, the SMS protocol allows them to reply with a simple numerical code to indicate they cannot evacuate. Gemma 4 instantly reformats that distress signal into a clean JSON rescue card, pushing it directly to offline tablets used by local responders. Instead of chaotic phone calls, rescue workers receive prioritized, dispatchable tasks mapped precisely to the specific medical needs of the trapped citizen. Technology cannot stop the physical force of a flood, but by transforming the paralyzing panic of a warning into clear, decisive instructions, Last Mile Guardian ensures that when the water rises, people know exactly how to act.